All right, so all the ones that we had previously done had common denominators, and now we're going to do different denominators. All right, so let's look here. If we just had 1 over 2 and 1 over 8, and we wanted to, I don't know, add them. Okay, this is a 1. That's an add. Okay, I don't have amazing handwriting. I can just teach. All right, so to make 1/2 and 8 talk, they have to have the same denominator. It's like 1950s up in here. They can only talk if they're alike, okay? And so to make that alike, I'm going to have to multiply by 4 on the top and bottom. Whatever you do the top, you have to do the bottom. So that 2 times 4 is now 8. And so, because 1/2 is the same as 4 over 8. And then they can talk. 1/8, so it's really 5/8. All right, so let's look here. I need them both to be the same. And it's super easy if I just 2 to 8, if I just multiply it by 4 and make that an 8p. So if I do bottom by 4, I do the top by 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8, and then we have that p. And then you have the original 3 over 8p. All right, now the bottoms are the exact same. They just chill and hang out. All right, and then 20 plus 3 is 23. And we're done. Let's say, just for a minute, this was 5 over 2p plus, just go with the fact, 8 over p. 4 over 8p. All right, so that 5 over 2p, remember that changed to 20 over 8p. And then we had 4 over 8p. So 20 plus 4 is 24 over 8p. All right, but 24 over 8p, we can simplify because 24 divided by 8 is 3. And then 24 divided by 8 is 3. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So this guy would be 3 over p. So just be careful, like 23 over 8p we can't reduce. But if we ended up with something like 24 over 8p, we could reduce that guy. All right, let's look here. We have y to the 5th, z to the 4th, y to the 3rd, z to the 3rd. On the second guy, if I y3z3, we have to ask ourselves, is there any way to make this guy, which is the second one, look like y to the 5th? Well, if I multiplied by y squared, because the rule for exponents is add these two guys, so then I would have y5. And then z to the 3rd, I really need z to the 4th. So if I multiplied by z to the 1, which is really z, then 3 plus 1 is 4. And so now I have y5 z4, y5 z4. All right, so the first guy, he just he just relaxes. He just relaxes because I don't need to change anything about him. He's perfect. The second guy, I need to multiply by y squared z. Y squared z. And whatever you do to the bottom, you have to the top. I have two girls. If I give one M&Ms, not the other M&Ms, it's, oh my god. I'm going to lose Mother of the Year. I mean, I'm going to lose it anyway, but that will definitely take me out of the running. All right, so now the bottoms are the exact same. So y5, z4, so they can talk. And I have a negative 9x plus 6y squared z. That's your answer. Let me show you something. 9 and 6, I can take out like a 3 or a negative 3, but watch what happens. So negative 9 divided by 3, negative 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 5z4. Like nothing cancels because I factored out that 3. So sometimes when you can factor, it doesn't help you. Now, if they both had a y, then that would help. I could take out a y or something, but it doesn't work that way. So this is just our answer. Let's look here. All right, they're two totally different. Okay, and when they're two totally different and they don't have anything in common, then I can multiply the first guy by the second guy, and the second guy by the first guy. Okay, and so let me rewrite this. Okay, they have the exact same bottom, so I can just write x minus 1. Do not multiply without, not like yourself. All right, so I need to distribute this 5, and then I need to distribute that 6. So 5 times x, 5 times negative 1, negative 6 times x, negative 6 times 1, and then leave the bottom alone. Just kind of bring them along. And then let's see, 5x minus 6x, negative 1x, negative 5 and negative 6, negative 11. So negative 1. All right. Okay, if somehow we ended up with hang on, I'm double checking. Minus 6. Okay, yeah, that's right. And the top doesn't factor. Okay, here, remember 2 minus y, that's the same as negative 1, y minus 2. So I'm going to rewrite this bottom is negative 1, y minus 2. And so the only difference between these two guys is that negative 1. So if I took this guy and multiplied by negative 1, now they can talk. Negative 1, y minus 2. So y times negative 1 is negative y, and then I have a plus 8. And so just leave it like that. Don't multiply all that mess out. And you can't factor anything. Okay, let's look here. So I can't do anything with that x plus 4, but that x squared minus 16, x squared minus 16, that is x plus 4, x minus 4. All right, so I'm going to rewrite x plus 4 plus, okay, that x squared minus 16 is really x plus 4, x minus 4. And so in order to get them to be the exact same thing, this is an x plus 4, I need this one to have an x minus 4. Right, and so now they have the same bottom, x plus 4, x minus 4, and this is 3, x minus 4, plus sign 2. I didn't have to multiply anything over here because he already had the right bottom. I need to distribute that 3. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12 plus 2. X plus 4, x minus 4. So negative 12 plus 2 is negative 10. That doesn't factor at all. And then we have x plus 4, x minus 4. And just leave it alone. I don't know, if for whatever reason, oh, never mind. I'm waiting for an example. All right, so let's factor the top and the bottom of these guys. X squared minus 4. Multiplies to give me 4. Adds to give me negative 5. going to be -1, -4. -1 times -4 is +4. -1 plus -4 is -5. Right. X squared minus 1. That's x plus 1, x minus 1. 3, 2. This is x plus 1, x minus 1. This is x minus 1. Okay, let's talk about least common denominator. All right, so they both have an x minus 1. Check. And then left over, I have that x minus 4, x plus 1. So this is my least common denominator. That's what I need to have on the bottom. So this guy, x minus 1, x minus 4, is missing the x plus 1. So I can do x plus 1 on the top and the bottom. This guy has plus 1, minus 1, but it's missing that x minus 4. All right, so on the bottom, x minus 1, minus 4. Do not multiply it out. You're going to be there for 5 years. 3 times x plus 1 plus 2 times x minus 4. I do need to distribute this guy, so I get 3x plus 3 plus 2 times x, 2 times -4, and then leave this alone. All right, 3x plus 2x, 5x. Ooh, I need these. 3 minus 8 is -5. Good problem. And then this entire bottom. Let me delete this right here. Come on. There we go. Whoopsies. Okay. So that's my top. But 5x minus 5, and then my bottom was all that x minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 1. Okay, 5x and -5, you can take out a 5, so you have x minus 1, and then I still have all that bottom. Okay, so let me rewrite that right here. 5, and then we had x minus 1. Just write it right there. I write huge and there's no space. I don't want to go to a new page. All right, look. X minus 1 and x minus 1, those cancel. All I have left with is a 5, and then x minus 4, x plus 1. So that's what I was trying to get at a couple slides earlier, is that sometimes like your top will factor and you'll be able to cancel something, but don't multiply that bottom out. Ooh, he's pretty tough. This guy, we need to do 4 times. I'm going to skip him just because I don't want to do a 30-second video for the next thing. All right, so that was adding and subtracting. And then go work on your homework.